kind post on your Facebook page for Team Ken, no, you are in total support of party decisions, proxy voting omu chem for January 31st. Sanete.
Bunya dedi Canada na mamema asem no me mono tofa na enye nchipia. Party no election committee no enche kwa no mo they were communication about say I feel the mabato e beto no one more be positive film now one more reason was high one more they protected the integrity and sanctity of the process because if you look at the mood of the party let's a bit of mistrust and the other no e koso pa and Tiadibia a baby did mistrust na be compromise the integrity of the process you support it. If you want to buy any who send a class because any crime general election you be in a bed that we've noticed from previous elections, especially the 2023 general prime minister Abribiano say Nipan will be paid. And some money idea, especially through these electoral injustice. One of the ways I want more scheme through proxy voting. Of course, we don't want to go into the history, but can they get full data or work in the 2023 prime minister? Bobby, I say, Ushimupa about 7% of the votes need to over. Yanka and come here the Koka will be for the idea.
Hey, how did you know that? Musi den Musa.
Oh, say so be data analysis. So be data analysis, but I mean sometimes in the name of peace and of course the unity of the party, no. Rebecca said they're more, more money near the MCO, the also. But I'm telling you, say, but
data analysis when the how people voted in the ballot box, a secret voting, no? How would you know?
Say the bit said now the you can call no free. So confirm voluntarily. Or more ever report to say but the choice zero in him. Unfortunately, the main general election betrayed us because polling stations are almost 200% ma area of Bawumia. In the general election, they all had zero. And we know polling stations, some of them we had constituencies, some of them we had as high as 197, 200 votes. Your one kata said based on yes, your coalition, but yet is a check data point. And I'm saying, say, if you do a computation of all these figures, you will come to the realization, say, can vote or no. And you at the man. Maybe let's say maybe it could be a clerical error. But the point is, say, that's why I go to it. We need to make sure say we protect the integrity and sanctity of it. And I make us say one of the ways one more every year and this scheming and manipulations and maybe let me not even use scheming and manipulation. Let me say compromising the process through these positive processes. Will be on principle can the Japan team against for external branches coming to vote. But we are saying there should be a comprehensive approach. So be a bit my bankwa said you say take it a bit mano. And as I said plain a better it be Europe, it do America, any other. Let's see all their numbers. Democracy has always been expensive. External branches is not a problem. But situations will be Ghana here, any party Ghana here, so not your more before a handful. Your more before influential individuals. You who say over to Ken and now on to certain direction. You are more money now issues of threat and warning near the Usu and the Remana unknown warfare and the father of Ankoto. Over to the assign form way. Indirectly you are signing a proxy for so that they are own quarter. And we have the history from the last election. Before Ghana one more ever two proxies or no more or Nare or Nashi just because a particular candidate felt that he cannot trust them. Decided you could general influential person be any media. You have to then disclaim your right to exercise your franchise. Proxy. You see, all will distort the integrity of the process. What a booking abu leak audio na abana. no making allegations very wild one tampa or no na trend for blooding delegates to threaten them. Say no man kotoma ken no mon kontoma wonu ekrum no. Imagine say ya say delegates yesu so mo kotoma ken. Na be ma koshia bogi na abu. No he no mo nyini. The only thing they will say is oh then do proxy. Now you say you indeed have your votes. And these processes and instances anyway who compromise the integrity of the election. And the Pamno channel and one machino across one yanka one with Sabia any proxy in the film. Wow, big about Toronto. After all, a general election is will be out of 18 million, about 18 million voters or voter, Abon, Manubian, and indeed, even if we still bring proxy or we don't bring proxy, whichever is not everybody who can still come and vote. But why would we look into OBM and can't be said? Will be betting me where electoral box in the let's say 50 or 70 times because a Nipa Bear 70 or more a right higher amano. No proper system of verification or connective rules on the after saying amano. And he said that they are that
way rather than banning proxy voting in its entirety, why won't you rather push say proxy voting should be done, but this time you put in all the checks. For example, one person cannot be proxy for more than one other person. Inti obi a person auto proxy bia no get a different person now on tomorrow. The situation where one person would be proxy for 30 people, for 10 people, for 20 people, no, should not happen. And put in place measures because again, the right to vote near constitutional and it should not be seen say a fetter is being placed on anybody's right to come and vote. Inti rather no put in place systems ebema proxy rather than banning it completely. No,
Bobby, right to vote is constitutional. I mean my name for
yes,
but the exercise of right also goes with responsibilities.
Absolutely.
Right to vote. You can even renege on your right at the same time. So we might take up your right. And at the end of the day, it's a balancing act too. And the balancing act, what is the total effect that we are looking at? The total effect is to have a processor. For another candidate beyond could deal and can't say we will see the process we are now process way the SSM. And the day and then if indeed love the party, won't you mean sorry? Maybe I won't say over to of course. Won't you mean we don't lose anything, so it doesn't benefit any of the candidates. It doesn't go in favor of A or it doesn't go in favor of B. It is also the more reason why we are saying say one more for one or two reasons, especially if you are more buchi. We also want to why can't you also get a different process of also getting all of them to also come and vote? And Obi about to young cotton was stadium. They will all be in the various constituency. It is all constituency in I think we should have easy access to go and do it. In any event, Obi, the proxy bow proxy amount. Still, people will not even exercise their right to franchise.
Yes.
If you are doing the balancing act and you are looking at the decision proxima very close to protecting the integrity of our election there. Let me say we will stand with the decision of the election committee. But don't be one of the say one that question the petition because the election committee does not have the right to powers to make the decision. If you have national council into your overturn it. But the good thing is that there are other people on also more external branch, or also the counter petition. That petition is in if 30, they are more people, almost no where they are not part. When we take it from me, the proxy free man, there is no way that Bawumia will get more than 40% in this election. The proxy free man, the proxy way a way to spin things to favor a particular candidate.
Is that a fair comment to make, especially when you have no basis to make such claims?
Obi, I have given you a history of how AGYAPONG suffered electoral injustice in the last election. I don't speak in a vacuum.
No.
For God's sake, I'm a lawyer.
I'm not saying you're speaking in a vacuum. I mean, you've not proven say Japan Diana Usunya zero no. Sa number no. You've not proven say Anko Eho. Why do you think they call Dr. Bawumia?
Obi, the other contestants, no.
Yes.
One more, if for instance, me analysis we analysis, let me who say about 7% of my votes. Other contestants, why did you up to 7% people?
Yeah, but the basis of 7%, ne cry no yeah.
Are you shifting the goalpost now?
No, I'm not. The basis of your 7% to start with, no, you cannot build something on nothing. The basis of that 7%, ne cry no yeah, questionable to start with. Analysis, I must say the party didn't put that information out.
Obviously, and I'm not speaking on behalf of the party.
Yes.
I am saying that from the history, no, and your data analysis, and even shows that last election, the Kennedy and I've given you a figure to that effect. Of course, unless I say it figure but you have been able to dispute it, or we all reference the figure electoral commission as a party in the but I'm saying it is not in dispute. You call no for no. In Edward some of them they had taking pictures of it. Some of them video motoma Ken in those polling stations and in those constituencies, hence they recorded zero. So that is what in dispute. One more binna, we had chiefs like Bugrina calling them to threaten them. Obi, when we left Ken free enough or no, before Fred, our team, our campaign team said the level of intimidation that they were going through, some of them were even facing a threat of punishment. But we want to issue an advice that this time around, you know, we'll stay by the values of the party.
Okay.
We'll make sure that there is a clean, transparent process. We'll make sure we stay united at the party. Because I find cannot test the but what we also not show Obi is weakness.
Okay.
I think this time around will not show